Hey, what's going on? Coalport Carl. Another Friday rolled around. Weeks just roll by, one after another. Time just rolls on through, you know. It's like that one song says, time just keeps on slipping into the future. Speaking of songs, I was doing some work this week, digging some post holes for a buddy of mine. He's putting in a fence. Boy, that's hard work, too. I'll tell you what, you start running a post hole digger 7, 8, 10 hours a day, whatever necessary, because he's putting in a good bit of fence, you know, around his whole house. But post hole diggers, that's the manual layer right there. I've been doing some serious work with that. Makes you sweat. Tell you, and you know what happens when you sweat? You drink, buddy. That's what I've been doing all week. Working in the morning, drinking in the afternoon. That could be a tune right there. It ought to be. If it ain't, I don't know who probably already sings it. Somebody should. If they don't, maybe that lady that watches my videos and writes songs could do one. Put a little twist on it, something about Carl, working in the morning, drinking in the afternoon. That'd be a good tune, really. That'd probably be my favorite tune, really. Anyway, speaking of tunes, he's got the radio jamming, you know, while we're out there digging. He's helping me. Paying me $7 an hour under the table. That's the way I do most of my work, under the table. They say it's under the table. That's just a term for it. I don't know if everybody out there knows what that means, but it means when you're getting paid without getting a check, giving Uncle Sam his share. He gets enough, really. Because I get most of mine under the table. Anyway, he's got the radio jamming out there on some rock and roll. I was listening to this one song this week. They play it about once a day, probably. It's called Nice Shot. Boy, I like that song a lot. You start hearing that song, immediately your head goes from the work that you're doing and the sweating and all, right down to party. And you start thinking that song. That song just puts you in the mood, baby. Nice shot. Nice shot, right indeed, but all shots are nice as long as they connect with their target. You're out doing some shooting, you can hit them. They're a nice shot. Then somebody told me that song's about a guy who killed himself. I thought, boy, that's not the vibe I get from it, really. Doesn't make me want to kill myself. Of course, he didn't say it would make you want to kill yourself. He said it was written about a guy who did kill himself. I don't know who he was or nothing, but too bad he killed himself. He probably should have really just thought it through and had a couple of beers. He probably would have just got right by whatever was bothering him. I don't understand killing yourself, really. I think at the end of the day, if you probably just try and let all the steam go, open up a couple cold ones one after another, probably whatever's in there just washes away. For me, I don't see any reason to have to kill yourself. Seems like it don't make any sense to me. It's just funny to me how some people fight for life. Most people, you know, they want to live as long as they can, go visit the doctor and such, and take care of themselves. And other people that kill themselves. It's funny how the mind works, really. Some people want to hang on, some people don't, you know. That's really the thing with me. Speaking of which, Carl went to the doctor there last week, got some examining done, got some blood work done, got my results. I'm healthy, buddy. I'm good to go. Checked all the things that check when you start getting up in years about my age, you know. I don't want to give you detailed information, but there's things in parts that ain't really cool to have checked. And they check them anyway. And, well, mine are good. They checked mine. They said, yeah, your hidden parts are fine. Blood work came back. Fair. She talked to me today, told me everything's looking good. So I'm feeling real good about all that, really. It's pretty good to have that going on. And back to tunes, though. How about that AC/DC? Boy, that's some timeless stuff right there. You can listen to that. I was listening to that when I was in high school. Back in Black was a big album at that time. I was jamming on that. That was Brian Johnson's first album. And they had other singer prior to that. It's a Long Way to the Top, You Want to Rock and Roll. He sang that one. That's probably one of my favorite AC/DC tunes. But there's some good ones with Brian Johnson, too. What I did find, however, in my opinion, all the old stuff pre-Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson can't really sing that good. But all the new stuff with Brian Johnson, probably that old guy couldn't sing that good. There's no way to test that, really, because he's gone. Rest in peace. But that's pretty weird how that works. I guess everybody clicks in their own niche. You know, or niche. Some people call it niche. I call it niche. That's the way I do it. But everybody clicks in their own way. You know, everybody likes different stuff. And they say different strokes for different folks, I guess. That's true. I guess that's true at the end of the day. You break it down. And It's pretty interesting the way that all works, really. So, hey, I want to talk to you, too, about some other stuff going on. Don't forget there, July 4th, I'm going to be down at that Freedom Ride in Tyrone. You should come down and check me out. I'll be getting down there about 10 in the morning, blast it like I can't even believe. And I'm probably going to be hanging out, visiting some people. I'd like you to stop down and check me out. It'd be good. And it's going to be a good time for a good cause. All money goes to the Blair County VA. And, hey, we owe them guys a lot, the veterans, all the veterans, the ones who are still alive, the ones who gave their life fighting for the freedom that we so much enjoy. That's my little rant for today about that, really. So, anyway, sorry about that, worked up a thirst. Anyway, I had a donkey out there. She's been loyal and faithful from the beginning. Her name's Michelle D. Haven. She's having a little health problems right now, and I wanted to say to her, thank you very much for being so loyal and being a donkey like you are. And Carl thinking about you. That ain't no lie. That ain't something I'm just saying right in this moment. I've been thinking about you for a week since I heard from your husband, and I'm looking right at you now. Hey, Michelle. Carl's rooting for you, man. Thanks for doing what you do. I appreciate it. Michelle D. Haven. Everybody give her a shout-out if you know her. And that's about all I got to say this week. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's staying blasted. I got a few shirts left, different sizes and such. Message me if you're still interested. Or pop in up there at Sunshine. They got a couple left, too. Pick them up. Please continue to watch my videos. And say hi to me on Facebook or something. Good talking to you all. Catch you next week. Later.